Hello, guys. I have to take a deep breath because I'm making a video that I feel like I've been gaslit so much that even making this video is making me feel like, should I do it? Am I allowed to talk about it? Right. So, as we know, we're doing a series where we are offloading things onto YouTube, pulling apart our lives and just figuring everything out. And this is such like a huge thing for me right now because this topic is just mind blowing. It's crazy. Even just the thought of it is just overwhelming. Um, right, we're gonna get into it, guys. It's gonna be tough, but we're gonna get into it. So, why is it when we talk to people, right? We talk to people outside of our homes, and whatever is happening in our homes, they tell us the truth about what's really happening, right? They open our eyes to what's really going on. Because if you live in a household where everything is gaslit, it's almost like you're living in an illusion. Um, the outside world will tell you what's really going on. And that's the beauty of God. We need to put God in this chat because the chat's too heavy. God's the one that can just even it out, smooth it out, right? So God will always reveal the truth. He will always reveal the truth, and it's up to you to listen to the truth, right? So, because if you are like in the same group of people, you don't mingle with other people, or you just stay at home, you don't socialize with people, the minute you go out and you talk about what's going on, God will make sure those people reveal the truth to you. Like, what's that phrase? Go out and you shall find. Is that correct? It's like it's almost like when you go out, whatever you're looking for, you will find. It's so true. Like when you go out, you will find what you are looking for because everything is out there. Everything is out there for you. Staying locked up indoors, you're not going to find it, right? So, the reason why I'm saying this is because this has been a repeated pattern in my life where I talk to people and people just start like opening my eyes to a lot of things that my eyes are not open to, right? And this is kind of like when you watch like certain types of films and stuff where um the like sorry guys, I always have that burping thing, right? Like movies and stuff where people are abusive, right? Like abusive partners, they tend to want to keep their partner locked up indoors. And you know why? Because they don't want someone to tell them what's really happening, right? They don't want someone to open up their eyes. The more they can keep you locked up inside, you will never see the truth. And even if you do, just hearing it by somebody else confirms it. It validates what's really going on. Do you know what I mean? It just hearing it, you're not going sane or crazy. I mean, you're not going stare crazy. Sorry, not sane. So, right, let's get into it. So, I hate this topic. So, I'm just gonna just say it. So, I was speaking to a lady, right? My head is just like hurting like crazy just by talking about it. So, I was talking to this lady, right? And we like we don't, I wouldn't say we talk about everything, right? But we talk. There's no sugarcoating, we talk, right? And I was just like, I don't know what made me say it, but I was like, because I had a glass of wine to drink, but I don't know if I said it before the glass of wine. I can't remember. So anyway, we were talking, right? And I was just saying like, um, when I was like in my early 20s, I think I was like maybe 24, something like that, right? I can't even work it out. I know what year it was, but I just can't work it out in my head, like what how old I was. Let me try, guys. So we are now in 2023, right? I even forget my age. Yeah, I could have been like 20, 23, or 24. That's crazy to think I was that young. Not in terms of that young, it's when you try and remember memories, right, or go back in time, you don't, like, if you feel like it's not that long ago, you forget how young you were. Like, I can't believe it. Like time just goes by so fast. So I must have been like 23, 24, right? And I'm one of those people, like, I was always so proud, like, of my family, my home, like, the relationship I have with family members. Like, I was always so proud of that, like, the point to when I talk to people, I would just talk about my family to them. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like, you ever like, you know, when you speak to like moms, they always talk about their kids, like, because every example, it's always like, oh, my daughter, my son, like that kind of thing, right? So because I never had no friends during those times, I used to always just speak about like my mom, my family, like that was it. So one of the things that was awakened to, so I'm telling this lady the story, right, and she told me what it was, right? So I'm just going to tell you the story, not what I told that lady, but what I told this girl at the time when I was like 23, 24. I'm guessing it was 23. So we were like talking and stuff, right? So I used to work in a clothes store, and the shop was closed, but when the shop would close, we would like go out the back to like finish our tidying up, whether it was like taking the hangers upstairs, or like, I don't know, like putting the clothes back into the stock room that I found behind the till. Depends what stock it was, because sometimes if it's like a concession, we'd bring that upstairs so it could get sent somewhere else. And if it was like stuff that could go back in the shop floor, we put it back on the shop floor. But I just remember we were like tidying up. I miss this girl. She was really cool. She never worked there for that long, but like we really clicked so well, right? So we were talking, and I made a comment to her. I was like, every time, like I was saying to her, like, I woke up early and I was talking to my mom, and my stepdad was like, you talk too much, or she talks too much. I can't remember if it was like directly to me or indirectly. And she was like, that's really nasty. Like, she didn't like laugh with me, because I thought it was funny, right? Because anytime like he would make a comment, like my mom would like laugh about it or normalize it, right? So I thought it was normal, because as a child, I always trusted like my mom's judgment, my mom's opinions, right? So whatever she like enabled, I believed that it was cool. Do you get it? It's almost like a little child. I guess I'm a little child in that way. Like, if there's a little child that really respects me, right? Like, it could be like a younger sister or a niece or whatever. Like, um if they like trusted like me, right, and somebody was picking on them, and I laughed and said, oh, it's cool, like, imagine that, then they're thinking, oh, it's cool. Do you get it? It's that kind of scenario, I think. So like, I didn't know there was anything wrong with it at the time, so I just carried on, right? And when I brought, because I wouldn't bring up to her if I knew it was wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just said it to her, like, to get her to laugh along with it as well, to think it's funny. Like, yeah, I talk a lot. And she was like, that's really nasty. And then I was taken back by it. I was just like, huh? Like, how come she sees something completely different to like what's shown at home, right? So yeah, so I told that story to that lady, right? This is recent, right? And the first thing she said was, because I said to her, like, he would say he hates my laugh or I talk too much. And the first thing that came out her mouth was like, that's coercive control. And I was like, huh? Yeah, she was like, yeah, that is coercive control. So, like, I was just thinking, what the hell is that? So, in my little notebook, you know, the notebook that I now have when I write down questions for live videos, right? I wrote coercive control and I put, what is it, right? So I've been like racking my brains, like trying to watch videos today and trying to Google what is coercive control. And I don't have a clear answer on it, but we're going to dive into what I've learned. And, you know, so guys, I'm guessing coercive control is something that it's not like the most obvious ones. It causes harm, but it's like, I may have got this wrong, so please correct me. It's not physical, it's not always violent, but it affects your day-to-day life activities. So in my scenario, like, if someone's saying, you know, it's like, that was kind of like name calling, right? It's almost like telling, like, you're, how do I explain, um you're attacking me as a person. So it's going to affect me day to day, like talking, because I'm going to be conscious about it or laughing. Do you know what I mean? Even though that I still talk anyway, and I still laugh a lot. So, but still, it's classed as coercive control because you're trying to be in control of that person, and you're trying to like show that you're in power and control. So it can be used like in like verbal, like you could say stuff. You can I'm trying to think. I can't think of the definition now because I had it on my phone. I should have wrote it down in my notebook. But it's really like usually it's like you're controlling who people can meet, who they can meet. It's like timing, how long they've been away. It's like a lot of control, right? But it can be quite hard to prove, or in terms of law, like they don't always see it as coercive control, right? So um it can be very harmful to the person that's receiving it. So um another thing that is quite current is in my household is that I don't really didn't want to disclose this on YouTube, but I am 32, so I'm an adult, and coercive control can happen to anyone, and I'm not having the best like start to my life because if I was in an abusive relationship, right, if I was in a relationship and the guy was behaving that way, I can understand. But the fact that I'm not in one and I'm experiencing like some type of abuse in my own household, apparently it's classed as domestic abuse, right? The fact that I'm experiencing coercive control because I'm 32 and I like to make food for myself, right? I like to be in control of what I eat and what diet I consume, right? But because I'm not applying to like the family norms and I'm not eating what everyone else is eating, I'm being punished for it, and that's coercive control as well. Because um I'm sometimes not even able, I don't get a chance, basically, I don't get a chance to have the kitchen to myself, is what I'm saying. So I don't even get an hour to myself where I can cook and do what I want to do. So what it is, it's meant to affect your day-to-day activities. That's what it's classed as, to affect that. So when I look at that, I realize how um powerful it is, the fact that I'm looking at my age and I'm looking at how I can't live like some people can. I can't have that freedom to just be like wake up and be like, okay, today I'm gonna cook this. Because I like to cook like dinner around like I can't even set a time. That's how bad it is. So I can't even set a time. So I I don't like to cook. Like some people like to cook dinner in the morning. I can't even get up in the mornings. Some people like to cook dinner in the afternoon. I can't even do that because I feel like whatever I cook, I want it to be warm, and I don't even use things like the microwave. And I'm not even making up excuses, but I'd love to go into more topic and talk more about this. But the fact that I cannot even like get excited about dinner and be like, yeah, I'm gonna make this for dinner. I can't even do that because I know for a fact that when I decide to do that, if for example, he finishes cooking or whatever, and I decide to go in at like say for example 8 p.m., you can guarantee within 10 minutes he will come back into the kitchen. So that's him showing his dominance and power and control. Like I'm in control of his situation, I'm in control of the kitchen, that kind of dominance. And yeah, so you can kind of see that, and that is definitely coercive control. And um it's basically to just show, it's hard to like explain because it's really hard to like um express that to people. But I'm sure if I was doing like a live conversation with like about three other people in this, they would be nodding and being like, yeah, that's controlling. Because someone my age as well, if I was like 16, 15, I could kind of understand that because you are a child. But the fact that I'm an adult and I can't even like express that I'm an adult or um live life like an adult because I'm not doing what's required of me in their social norms, it's classed as coercive control, definitely. Like I can kind of see that now. um so that is like my current situation, that when I do, want to make a meal, I don't have that freedom to just have that kitchen to myself, play music, romanticize making meals. I don't have that luxury. I don't even know what that feels like. I don't even know what that feels like. I'm in my 30s and I can't even experience that. And I'm not even dating someone, like I'm in an abusive relationship. I'm not even dating someone, but I'm experiencing it through someone that I live with. And take a moment of silence to realize that. And it's a very hard topic to talk about because a lot of gaslighting is involved, where when I do express that concern and I express that I would like to cook in the kitchen, I'd like to have the kitchen alone to myself, is ignored. And you hear huffing and puffing from people pretending that they don't know what I'm talking about. And then it continues and it continues. Every day is the same story. I'm not even joking. Like every day it's like this. Every day it's like this, where he gets the kitchen to himself and I'm not able to just even go in for like at least 10 minutes to have it to myself. The only time I can have the kitchen to myself is if he goes into the bathroom, and he will literally be in the bathroom for like, I would say 10-15 minutes, and he's back out again and he's back into the kitchen. I could do a whole story time about it. Like that's just how it is. That's the control and power side to this story. And even talking about it on here is so weird because you don't realize how bad it is until you talk about it. But that is the reality of this story. And I believe that nothing is forever, right? I believe that there will be a day that I it won't happen anymore. That is what I'm saying. There will be a day where it won't happen anymore. And when that day happens, I will look and think, wow, I pull up with that. And I wouldn't say it's so much putting up with it, but when you're living with abusers, they won't let you have your way. They will not let you have your way. That's how controlling it is. And they know exactly what they're doing, and they're going out of their way to do that. And that is how some people actually live. The fact that they live their life to control others. That is the reality of it. And I kind of hope that this live kind of just shed light on things like this, and it helps people to realize that you may see people outside with a smile on their face, but you don't know what's going on at home. Nobody knows what's going on in people's homes. You could be working with people like that are literally controlling everyone at home. You could be working alongside people like that and you don't even know it. It's so crazy. This world is so, I don't even know the right word to describe it, but this world is so lost. It's so lost. The fact that people think that they can get away with things forever, and we forget that God is in control. God is in control, guys. Like when God takes your power away, there's nothing you can do about it. There's really nothing you can do about it. So I'm gonna leave this video here now, guys. My heart and my thoughts are with people that are going through a lot of abuse at home right now. Children that don't even have voices, women and men that don't have voices, people that don't even have the freedom to create their life how they want to create it. It's easier for people to say, walk away from stuff like that, but I've set my boundaries. I don't talk to him. Yeah, that's sneeze. I'm superstitious. That means the truth. I do not talk to him. But even though I don't talk to him, the abuse still continues. So this is real, guys. This is reality. When people say life is beautiful, it's beautiful when you walk away and you create your own happy family. That's when it's beautiful. But it's not beautiful when you're living with people that are abusive. It's never beautiful. It's just miserable and chaos and hell. That's what it is. It's hell. It's really hell. And it's so interesting to see that when people, right, this is how it works, right? When you're in the workplace or if you have your own house, the people that are in control, they get to create what environment they want to create, right? And they get to decide if they want a miserable home, a miserable workplace, or a loving, like friendly home or workplace, right? And the fact that some people are like in control and they just literally destroy everything, they just destroy every living being that's around them, even if it's an animal, a cat or a dog, they destroy it. They don't care who you are, they will destroy you completely. Do you know what? I actually enjoy talking about this. I will have to do more videos about this topic, guys. If this video is like really like helpful to someone out there and it's maybe shed light on a situation that somebody out there didn't realize they were in, and they didn't realize they were experiencing coercive control. I was thinking about, like, I think that you can reach out to therapists or something. Like, there is help out there. Um, there is organizations out there as well. Like, get the help that you need. I was thinking about getting like therapy or something, because even though I feel like I'm okay, I feel like you have to have a therapist telling you that this is just not normal. like just to remind you, and they can tell you the effects that it will have on you and your brain and your functioning in life. Because the whole point of coercive control is it affects your day-to-day activities. So guys, I've spoken for so long. I'll have to do another video on this again with updates or whatever. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this live. Please stay safe, and if you are in any danger, go to the police. Like, if you are in serious danger, just go to the police. Like, don't even suffer on your own. Go to the police. Like, if you're with an abusive partner, or if you have abusive parents or whatever, just go to the police. Like, there is help out there. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope this video helps someone out there. And if you need support, if you need someone to talk to, drop me a message in the comment section below, and maybe somebody will read your comment and reach out to you. You never know. And obviously I may reach out to you as well. So please take care, everyone. Don't let anyone dim your light. Don't let anyone affect your mental health. Like, mental health is real, and don't, stay closest to the positive people. That's what I do. Hang on to the positive people. Show love to the people that love you. And when I say love you, I don't mean the ones that say it and then they act abusive. I'm talking about people that actually act with love. Okay, so guys, love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to speaking to you guys soon. Bye.